Hello and welcome. You're watching News 9 and thank you so much for tuning in to yet another episode of the AI Report. Researchers in China have created a microchip that's 1,000 times faster than those manufactured by Nvidia for GPUs. The Photonic quantum chip uses photons instead of electrons to transmit information. What is this chip all about? News 9's Amit, Ranjan, Kumar will explain.
Quantum computing has a ring about it that makes it seem like science fiction. The reality is, it's closer than we expect. You know that is true when Sundar Pichai tells the BBC that quantum is going to be the next big shift in AI. Now with the rise of hybrid computing, quantum works along AI and the supercomputers. AI finds patterns in data. Supercomputers run massive simulations. Quantum adds a new layer that will drive far greater accuracy for modeling molecules and materials at speeds unthinkable, even at scales approaching insanity. That brings us to China. In 2024, China had announced its commitment of investing $15 billion in quantum computing over the next 5 years. That commitment seems to be coming to fruition now. Researchers in China have created a microchip this is the time to hold your breath. That's 1,000 times faster than those manufactured by Nvidia for GPUs. The chip in question is a quantum photonic chip, jointly developed by ChipX, a Wuxi-based institute in the eastern province of Jiangsu, and Turing Quantum, a high-tech startup in Shanghai. The photonic quantum chip won the leading technology award at the 2025 World Internet Conference Wuxi Summit in early November this year. The award was one of the 17 scientific achievements honored from more than 400 candidates across 34 countries at the technology gathering. What's the purpose of such a chip? Apart from the obvious processing speed, it is intended to boost efficiency for AI data centers and supercomputers. What's most surprising is that it is already being used in industries such as aerospace, biomedicine, and finance, and is providing computing power support exceeding the limit of classical computers. This according to the developers. Now, what's a photonic chip? This chip is a product of quantum computing technology. Now, the general perception is that quantum devices are huge pieces of equipment that can fill large laboratories. This technology fits on a wafer-thin film that's about 6 inches in diameter, made from lithium niobate. One single wafer can hold over 1,000 optical components packed into one piece of silicon. This technology relies on light rather than electricity. It is photons that carry information here rather than electrons. Light travels fast, extremely fast, and it does not heat up the way electricity does, which means it does not require bulky cooling systems or wide paths carved into circuits to keep the heat from conducting or radiating to neighboring circuitry. Furthermore, photons move faster and are less affected by energy loss, making data travel smoother. This is one reason photonics has gained attention in recent years. Photonic chips are extremely dense, fitting more than 1,000 optical components onto a small 6-inch silicon wafer. Their design even allows them to be easily scaled up to support 1 million qubits for quantum computing. This advance also accelerates development, enabling quantum photonic designs that used to take over 6 months to be completed in just 2 weeks. A 10-fold increase in efficiency according to the university's post. The base of this technology, as we have said before, is formed by photons and qubits, terms you will hear every now and then. What are they? First, a photon. These are massless energy packets, quanta, that travel at the speed of light. They carry no electric charge. Photons exhibit properties of both waves like diffraction and particles like hitting a detector. This also means that they can carry out simultaneous data crunching tasks simultaneously, therefore the high processing speeds. By using different properties of light such as its color, timing, distribution, photonic chips can process more data more effectively. Now, what's a qubit? It is the fundamental unit of quantum information, acting like the classical binary bit, 0 or 1, what traditional processors work with. but with the added power of superimposition, allowing it to be 0, 1 or both all at the same time. Again, something that makes them process varied tasks simultaneously. Coming back to the photonic chip X has built, some parts of the story still beg more verification. It is not clear what the 1,000 times faster number refers to in detail. It is also not clear how the chip behaves over long periods of use. What's more, it is also not clear how it handles edge cases or long-term errors, something that is a challenge with AI-level data processing. Now the difficult part, scalability. Producing chips with this level of precision would be extremely challenging. Thin film lithium niobate is delicate. The chip requires a level of precision that is difficult to achieve at scale. Here's where China scores. It has already built a complete ecosystem around it. Chip design, fabrication, packaging, testing, and system integration are all done inside one environment. Many countries working on photonics still operate at the prototype level, producing only small batches. China is now working towards industrial quantities. Competition is rising. Companies around the world understand that electricity-based computing cannot keep scaling forever. Power consumption is already a major problem. Some companies spend more money on electricity rather than hardware. This has pushed the global race towards photonics. Nvidia, for example, is deeply invested in optical and quantum technology as well. No one wants to be left behind. There's an old Chinese proverb that goes, "The one who makes the first bad move loses the game." An obvious corollary to that would be the one who makes the first smart move wins. In today's times, a smart move has to be disruption. With quantum photonic chips, the Chinese have disrupted. Huge.
Right, welcome back. You're watching this edition of the AI Report right here on News9. Well, now an all upgraded with AI Visitry is likely to be on display, and it's going to be linked to many other wearables that you wear, including the headphone and the handphone. Also, the handphone itself, in fact, seems to have a very, very near end of life scenario coming up, and that could be on the horizon. Well, we will tell you all about that as News9's Amit Ranjan Kumar looks at gadgets and fashion statements that are likely to replace, well, call it that, the bulky hand phone, the cellular phone, the mobile phone in times to come.
The handphone is irreplaceable just now because it is the conduit to everything else you adorn yourself with. Those sophisticated gadgets with miniaturizing limits approaching nothing. The handphone is the only bulky gadget that still takes up your pocket space. Your pockets could be in luck because the big dudes behind all of this are having new ideas. Think about it. All the things a handphone can do, from connecting people to bringing app and game experiences to life, to taking photos and videos, to editing them and reposting them, to helping users explore their world and conduct their private and financial lives more easily, pay bills, pay for groceries. All of these things, gadgets other than the handphone can do individually. Maybe the bandwidth and RAM and battery capacities and heavy-duty processing are still the playing field of bulky handsets. But with miniaturization, that's a matter of time. Earlier this year, Eddie Q, Apple Inc.'s senior vice president, testified during the US Department of Justice's antitrust trial against Google, suggesting that artificial intelligence could render the iPhone obsolete within the next 10 years. He gave the iPhone 10 years. Optimistically, some would say. Now, the flag bearer of AI in consumer application would have to be ChatGPT. Isn't that the first name that comes to your mind when you think AI? ChatGPT comes from the stable of OpenAI. OpenAI's first ever consumer hardware product is being developed in collaboration with a former Apple design chief, Johnny Ive. That has already gotten to the prototyping stage. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman and Ive have still kept most details private. Both have, however, hinted that the design direction is now final, suggesting a product that aims to rethink how users interact with AI beyond smartphones and computers. In another space, Microsoft's Bill Gates made a bold prediction that's still making waves across the tech world. He suggested in August this year that smartphones could soon be replaced by an entirely new kind of technology, electronic tattoos. Bill Gates just didn't suggest it. He has put his money where his mouth is. Gates' indication, specifically speaking, is towards electronic tattoos developed by Chaotic Moon. Founded in 2010, Chaotic Moon is based in Austin, USA. The company made its name by creating transformational digital products for popular brands including Disney and Marvel. In 2015, Chaotic Moon was acquired by Accenture. Bill Gates does not have a direct personal stake in Chaotic Moon, but he has publicly supported and invested in the electronic tattoo technology that the company is developing. What's so great about this technology? Simply put, it relieves your palms and hands of a bulky phone. These tattoos would allow you to communicate, access the internet, and even monitor your health, all without a screen in sight or the weight of a phone in your hand or pocket. How do they work? Chaotic Moon has developed a special ink made with conductive paint that conducts electronic messages. To begin with, this ink can collect vital signs and other information about the human body in order to create medical reports. The ink does leave a visible mark on the skin, but that can be washed away. Like any permanent tattoo, these tattoos are integrated into the body. That makes them a device embedded in your skin, a device that lets you interact with the world through simple gestures or touch. It's sleek, unobtrusive, and possibly more intuitive than anything we have seen so far. The tattoos are powered by tiny nanocapacitors, and they don't require bulky batteries or displays, making them a far more subtle alternative to today's mobile devices. Your AirPods can take care of the sound and voice instruction functions. Smart glasses provide the screen, and cloud technology takes care of storage. These tattoos can communicate with surrounding devices, letting you do things like send messages, browse the web, or even unlock doors, all with simple swipe or gesture. Beyond communication, these tattoos can monitor vital signs like your heart rate, body temperature, and even detect potential health issues before they become serious. They are, in essence, a health tracker and a communication tool all rolled into one. These tattoos could potentially replace the need for passwords, credit cards, or even physical keys. In theory, they could provide a level of security that's far more robust than anything we have today, thanks to their biometric uniqueness. Imagine these tattoos become mainstream. Wouldn't that be the end of screen addiction? Without the constant distraction of staring at a smartphone screen, we might experience a more focused, less fragmented human interaction with technology. This shift could fundamentally alter our social behavior and even how we relate to one another. People may find themselves looking at one another and talking to one another on a dining table. Now the best part, they are invisible, meaning no one holding a phone or carrying a bulky device around. It's a seamless experience where technology becomes a part of you, not something you carry. It just has one drawback here. How do you make a style statement? Something that an iPhone has dwelt on so far. Exciting as this sounds, it raises some serious questions about privacy. These tattoos would collect an immense amount of personal data from your location to your health metrics. But it's on a cloud, as it seems at the outset. Would that really make you feel secure? Who owns this data? How do we ensure it's protected? These are the kinds of ethical dilemmas that are bound to crop up as we move closer to this kind of technology. Furthermore, with biometric data stored on your skin, could someone hack into your tattoo or steal your identity in newer and more dangerous ways? Digital security could take on a whole new meaning as cyber criminals may look for ways to exploit this deeply integrated technology. Notwithstanding the downside, the phrase "know everything like the back of your hand" seems to be coming of age after all. Quite literally, won't you say?
Welcome back. Do you know McKinsey estimates that generative AI could boost operating profits in the fashion, apparel, and luxury sectors by up to, hold your thought, $275 billion by the year 2028. Well, News 9's Amit Ranjan Kumar will explore the 10 use cases of AI in the global fashion industry, which is making use to cut costs, increase personalization, and operate more sustainably, all on the back of artificial intelligence. Now, does that mean that huge job losses in the fashion industry are to follow?
The fashion industry has always grappled, even struggled, with creative bottlenecks, inefficient supply chains, and ever-rising consumer expectations. Looking hard for solutions, here are 10 use cases of artificial intelligence the global fashion industry is making use of to cut costs, increase personalization, and operate more sustainably. 1. AI-powered circular economy in fashion. Modern resale and second-hand fashion platforms now rely on AI for garment wear and tear level detection, automated categorization, and dynamic pricing algorithms. Here's an example. RealReal Inc. is an online retailer and supplier of consumer products. Its AI tools, Shield and Vision, are used to identify fake items. Shield prioritizes which items need human review, while Vision uses image recognition to flag potentially fake products. These tools, trained on companies' extensive product database, complement human authenticators and have helped identify as much as 200,000 fakes since 2011. AI has been around for a while. 2. AI-generated virtual influencers. These are now essential tools in fashion marketing and digital storytelling. Brands are creating custom avatars to represent niche customer personas. Powered by LLMs and 3D modeling, these digital personas are built using generative AI and scripted with language models to engage authentically in comments, captions, and DMs. And mind you, these avatars are A/B tested, which is a method of comparing two versions of a piece of content, such as an ad, email, or landing page, to see which platform performs better. They are tested across TikTok, Instagram, and Snapchat. Here's a real-life example. Lil Miquela is a virtual influencer created by tech startup Brud. Blending fiction and reality, Lil Miquela has worked with top fashion brands, prominent ones being Prada and Calvin Klein. It has starred in ad campaigns and even released its own music. Her rise highlights how virtual identities are reshaping celebrity culture and marketing, especially in the context of metaverse and digital-first engagements. With rising social expectations, brands are using AI to audit inclusivity across visual and written content. Image analysis, that is, computer vision models analyze skin tones, body shapes, ages, and facial features in marketing visuals to quantify demographic representation. Natural language processing is a branch of artificial intelligence that enables computers to understand, interpret, and manipulate human languages. NLP tools assess product descriptions and ads for gender-coded language or cultural insensitivity, flagging bias areas for improvement. Here's an example. Microsoft Advertising has expanded its integration with Shutterstock to enable all advertisers to access over 360 million high-quality and royalty-free images directly within the platform. A new feature is People Filters, which enables users to quickly find images based on attributes such as gender, ethnicity, age, and group size. Most companies in the fashion sector rely on clothing designs made manually. AI-enabled tools create clothing designs using data such as images from brands' previous offerings or other designers, customer preferences, and current fashion trends. Here's the kicker. There's a real chance of a computer-generated catwalk becoming as interesting and popular as real catwalks with human models in the not-too-distant future. The German fashion platform Zalando and Google created Project Muse, which uses machine learning to create fashion designs. The model gathers data regarding customers' favorite textures, colors, and style preferences by asking a series of questions to create clothing designs. The project created 40,424 fashion designs within the first month. As things stand now, the apparel and manufacturing sector largely relies on manual production processes with questionable working conditions for workers. Robotics is helping automate tasks that are risky or prone to error in manufacturing facilities, thereby decreasing the workload and improving worker safety and productivity. Subo is advancing garment manufacturing by automating the sewing process. Their approach involves temporarily stiffening fabrics with a water-soluble polymer to enable standard industrial robots to handle the sew materials. Number 6. Fashion trends forecasting. AI is used to accurately predict fashion trends using different types of data. More accurate predictions can lead to leaner production and distribution cycles, resulting in less waste. Euritech is a Paris-based fashion technology company specializing in AI-driven trend forecasting and demand prediction. The company utilizes advanced AI to analyze over 3 million social media images daily, translating real-world visuals into insights for fashion and sportswear brands. Their platform detects more than 2,000 fashion attributes, including prints, color, fabrics, and specific product details to quantify and predict consumer demand. How about that? Number 7. Computer vision systems play a key role in automating critical retail operations, including inventory management and cashierless stores. Little wonder then that brands like H&M refer to AI not as artificial intelligence, but as amplified intelligence. Number 8. Mirror, mirror on the wall moment for customers anywhere. Brands can now create experiences that cater to individual preferences while fostering customer engagement and loyalty. Virtual try-on technology uses augmented reality to let customers digitally try on clothes, makeup, and related products. It replicates the in-store fitting experience, helping shoppers visualize items, make informed decisions, and experience a more engaging shopping experience. What does this do? It reduces return rates and enhances brand loyalty. Ralph Lauren has launched Ask Ralph, an AI-powered shopping tool developed with Microsoft on the Azure OpenAI platform. Customers can ask questions like, what should I wear to the concert, and receive complete, shoppable looks that can define and refine the purchase directly. Number 9. By integrating AI into their operations, fashion brands can achieve sustainability through smarter resource use, optimized supply chains, and waste reduction in manufacturing. And number 10. Emotion AI. Yes, that's how far AI has gone. This is being applied to enhance emotional personalization in shopping. AI detects micro-expressions or voice tones with consent, of course, to interpret emotional states such as excitement, confusion, or frustration. Based on detected emotions, AI recommends fashion pieces, for example, bold colors when happy, cozy styles when anxious, using an AI-trained psychological style mapping. Some brands use AI to analyze types or spoken inputs during chatbot conversations to infer moods and style preferences. Just how about that? You're not just being watched by fashion brands, you're even being measured. Of course, just now with your permission.